So last week we generally have discussed about the trees data structure. So in this week, what we are going to do, we are going to learn about the graphs. Can somebody tell? Means, do you know what a graph is? Can somebody tell quickly if you know? If anybody is having any idea about the graph, okay. So let's start with the session. I'm going to run a PPT today. So, what a graph is? What is written here? Let's try to read it first. A graph is a mathematical nonlinear data structure which can represent various kind of physical structures. Let's say, let's take an example. What a graph is? Let's say we all use Google Maps. So Google Maps use which data structure? It uses graph. Let's say a city is here. Okay. Okay. Let me share my board. I think I cannot write on this screen. So okay. Let's say a city is here. Let's say this is a city A, and I know I have a path from city A to city B. Okay, and I do have path from A to C as well, and I have a path from C to D. So I have a path directly from A to D as well. So if I want to move, if I want to go from a city D to city B, I do not have the direct path, but I can go from D to A, then A to B. Okay, as well as from B to we can go to A, from C we can go to A, from C we can go to D, from D we can go to A. Means the edges, it means it is the edge in the graph is a set of edge and vertices. Let's say this is an edge that join two vertex. Let's say city A is a vertex, city D is a vertex. So the edge that is joining, the line that is joining to both cities, let's say both nodes or vertex, it's called the edge here. Okay, these are the edges in this graph. Okay, so I hope you are means somehow clear with the example of graph. Let's say, what is the difference between tree and graph? Okay, we'll discuss it. That is there in the PPT. First, let's come to the PPT again. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so let's read out some more lines. Vertices on the graph is represented. Tree cannot have loops. Okay, Mang is saying tree cannot have the loops. That's right. Okay, we'll discuss it. The let's read the some more lines from the PPT. Vertices on the graph is represented as points or circles, and edges are shown as the arcs or line. Okay, as we have discussed that lines are the edges and the points or the circles that are the vertices or nodes. We can say nodes or vertices. That is the same thing. And S is represented by E, V, comma W. It means that from V to W there is an edge where V and W are the pair of the vertices. Okay, V and W are the two vertex. Removal of an edge from a circuit or a connected graph creates a subgraph that is a tree. Okay, what it means, let's say, as Mank has told us that trees cannot have the loops, but graphs can have the loop. Let's say there are two, three nodes are there, and A is connected to B is connected to C, C is connected to A again. So if we remove and if we remove from that circuit, if we remove an edge, we'll get a we'll get a tree structure. Okay, because if it is not having any circuit, it is a tree structure. We'll discuss about it in the upcoming. Let's come to the properties of a graph. What are the properties of a graph? A vertex in a graph can be connected to any number of other vertices using edges. In the trees, what we are discussing about, either it is a binary tree, or ternary tree, or n-ray tree. So you have the fixed number of edges. If you have the fixed number of nodes, that you can have these number of nodes only. But in the graph, you're not bounded to that. You can have any number of vertices or any number of edges. Okay, an edge can be bidirected and directed. Okay, let's discuss what a bidirected and directed is. Let me share my screen again. So what we are doing here, as we have discussed, here we have a path from A to B and we have a path from B to A. So this is a bi-directed path. Means if we have created an edge, it means we can go from A to B and B to A, both sides. Okay. Let's say a city is there, that is D. Let's say that a city is here, that is E. And if you want to go this to the city from B to E, you can, there is a one-way road only. And if you want to out of this city, there is another road. You have to come out from this city. Let's say you cannot go from E to B. You have to go from E to C and C to A and C to A to B if you want to return back to the B again. Okay. So this is an directed path. If it is having an array, it means you can go in only one direction, and from E to C you can go only in the C. You cannot go from C to E. Okay. And these are the directed paths if we are not having any arrow. Okay. Okay, let me share the screen again. So an edge can be weighted, as we have discussed that if we are trying to implement graph in our real life examples. Let's say we are taking an example of the Google Maps. What a map says that from city A to city B you can means there is a distance of 10 kilometers, and from city B to city C the distance is 15 kilometers. So the edge can have the weighted, means edge can have the weighted. So you can write your weight, means what are the costs that if you want to go from A to B or B to C. Okay. And let's come to the various terms in graph. So adjacent vertices. What adjacent vertices are there? Let's say, okay, adjacent vertices. So let's say E is a vertex. E is a vertex. Then B and C will be the adjacent vertex. From A, I can move to C, D, and B. Then C, D, and B will be the adjacent vertices. Okay. So the directly connected cities or directly connected nodes or directly connected vertex will be the adjacent vertex. Okay. Let's come to our PPT again. It's hard from study from the PPT. Okay. So path is, it means that you are having a path from A to B and B to C. It can be anything. Okay. It means there exists a path from A to B or B to C. And what about the cycle? Cycle means if you are starting and ending node is the same. Let's say you are having a cycle in this. You are having a graph in which A, B, and C vertex are there, and from A you can move to B, from B you can move to C, from C you can move to A again. It means there is a cycle exist. Okay. And your starting and ending position is the same. Okay. A connected graph is there. It means, okay, okay, in this all the cities, all the nodes, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 nodes are the connected because they are connected with each and every nodes. Okay. They are connected with at least one node in this graph. Okay. Let's say a more one more thing is there, one more city is there, that is F, that is in another continent, and F and G are connected by a, let's say, by an bidirectional edge. Okay. So these two, these by looking at we can say that these are the two graphs, but we can say this is the one graph only. It can we can say these two graphs are not connected, means it can be the subgraph of the complete graph. Let's say this is the complete graph, this is the only one graph. Okay. And this is the subgraph of that main graph, and this can be also the subgraph of that main graph. It does not matter whether they are connected or not. Okay. So that's another difference from tree and graph. In the tree, all the nodes should be connected. In the graph, it does not matter if whether it is connected or not. Okay. We'll learn about this in the upcoming sessions, how we can count that components, because in the graph it will be called as the components of the graph. Let's say this is component 1, this is component 2, and let's say another set of vertices and edges are there. Let's say one more thing is there, and if we have given with this complete graph, and they'll ask us to count the connected components, means how much the how many number of the connected components are there in our graph. So in this case, 1, 2, and 3 connected components will be there. Okay, do anybody is having any doubt till here? If you are having, you can ask it. And if you are having anything else to share, if you are having any another concept or any other thing, any example about the graph, you can share. Okay, so let's talk about the key differences between trees and graph. So the first difference is what we have written in the PPT. In a tree, there exists only one path between any two vertices, whereas graph can have the unidirectional and the bidirectional path between the nodes. Yes, we have already discussed, because in the tree, a child can have the only one parent. It cannot have the means more than one parent in the tree. Okay, but in the graph, it can have, means a child. Let's say a city, from a city. Let's say I want to go towards city C, and I'm having a path from A to C as well, from B to C as well. So if we talk about the parent and child, although the parent and child case does not exist in the graph, but if we compare it to the tree, so in this case, if you compare the parent-child case, this it can have the more than one parent, but the parent and child case does not exist in the graph. Okay, so and the paths can be unidirectional and the bidirectional as well. So from in the tree, from parent, sometimes from parent you can move to the child only. From child you cannot move directly to parent. Okay, but in the graph, if the path is the bidirectional, you can go from A to C and C to A as well. Okay, so let's come to another difference. A tree cannot have loops, self loops, while graph can have the loops and self loops. As what are the self loops and loops? Let's see. Let's discuss about the loops and self loops. As Mank has already told us that a graph can have the loop, but trees cannot have the loops. Okay. Let's see what loop and self loop is. In this graph, we are having loops, but we are not having the self loops. From A to B, we can move from A to B, to E to C to A. Means if we are starting from A, we can come back to the A again, from B, C, B, E, C, and again A. If we are starting from A, we can move to A, D, C again, and A. So we are having two loops here, where starting and ending position is the same. What a self loop is, let's say I'm having a road, let's say, that is coming to this node again. Let's say I'm having an edge that is coming to coming to itself again. So this will be the self loop. It means there exists a road that is not going to any other city. It is means rotating somewhere, and it is coming to the city itself. Okay, so this will be the self loop. So loops, these are the loops, and this is the self loop. So self loops and loops, we cannot have this in the trees. Okay, I hope the concept of loops and self loop is already is clear with you. So let's move to another difference. The difference, the graph are more complicated, as it can have the loops and self loops. Yes, it will be the complicated if it has the loops, or because in the trees we don't have the loops. Okay. Okay. Let's. Sir, can you repeat the self loop? Okay, Smith is saying, can you repeat the self loop? Okay, self loop is if you are starting from somewhere and you're not going to any other node and you're coming back to that node again. Let's say A is not having any self loop, because from E we can come back to E again. Yes, from E to C, from C to A and B to E. Yes, it is having a loop. Means this one is a loop. Okay, but it is not having any self loop node. Self loop is for the nodes only. Let's say I'm having a as here from A to A itself, or it can be unidirectional or bidirectional. From C to C, it does not matter, because from C to it will again to C, from this side it will again to C. we generally write the unidirection in this self loop. The self loop is you are coming if you are going from this node and you are coming back to this node without visiting any other nodes. Okay, so in this case we are not visiting any other nodes. We are starting from A and we are coming back to A again. But in this loop we are starting from A but we are visiting another nodes as well, and after that we are coming to the that node again. Okay, Smith, is it clear for the self loops now? Can we move further? Okay, thank you. So what we are discussing about, yes, graph graphs are more complicated, not that much. We'll discuss, it will be the easy for us. In contrast, the trees are simple as compared to the graph. Yes, as compared to the graph, trees will be the simple, because trees cannot have the loops, and trees have, let's say if you are talking about the binary trees, it can have at most two children. If you're talking about ternary trees, it can have maximum three children. But those concepts are not here in the graph. Okay, a tree has a hierarchical structure where a graph has a network model. What is the use of a loop? Okay, uh, use of a loop. Bima is asking use of a loop. Let's say, have you ever heard about the traveling sales problem? Traveler sales problem, I think is there. Okay, what a traveler problem is? He want to he has something to sell, and he want to visit to the all cities and come back to his home again. So let's say he lives in city A and he want to sell his item to other city, to the maximum cities up to that he can reach. So he will start from A, he'll go to B, he'll go to E, again he'll go to C, and come to A. So in this path, if we go on this path, he'll cover city B, city E, and city C, and again city A. So if we are not having this, let's say this edge is not there, we are not having from A to C, we are not having any edge. So from A to B, okay, let's say if we are talking about these both nodes are not there, these both edges are not there, because this will also create an loop. So if these both edges will not be there, so there will not be any loops. Let me remove these nodes. Okay, let's say our graph is looking something like this, and a person lives in city A, wants to visit all these cities. Let's say he'll go from A to B, E to C to D, and he'll have to come back again to his home. So he'll again come to C, again come to E. Let's say it is in bi-directional path. Let's say it is in bi-directional path. It is not having any edges, any unidirectional edge. So he'll again come to D to C to E to D and again to E. So he'll have to cover the same cities again and again. So this can be the example of the uh, loops. Okay. If we talk means this is the real life scenario. We'll get these. We'll get when we try to solve the questions on this graph data structure. We'll get what are the uses of the loops and self loops. Okay. So a trees has the hierarchical structure. Yes, in the trees we have parents and it has child. The childs are the parents of another child. So it is an hierarchical structure. Means a child cannot have the parent of the same node. Let's say in this case, what a tree do, because in the trees, let's say a node is there, it can have the child. Let's say it's a binary tree, so it can have at most two childs, and it is having another child. It cannot. Uh, it cannot have the parent of this child again, so means it cannot direct to this node again. But in the graph it is possible. It is a network, anyone can connect, any node can connect to any other node. It is, we are not bounded here. Okay, let's say in the graph we can create this structure, we can create some structure like this, and it can have, let's say there is a company and the boss is there, he is a CEO, and there are two managers are there, product manager and one more manager are there. And in this software developer is working. So this software developer, in this case, in this company, the software developer can report to the this manager only. He cannot report directly to the CEO. But in this case, this is the hierarchy, and this is the network. In this case, the each and every employee is connected to each other. So in this case, software developer can also report to the CEO. So these two are the examples of hierarchical and the network based system. Okay, most of the companies are having the hierarchical based system, but some companies are having this network based system as well. And this the concept of network based. Okay, I hope now the concept of the graph is clear with everyone, or to anybody is having any doubt.